Hey, I'm Eric. I'm listening to 100 albums in 100 days. For all the details on what I'm doing and why, check out the video pinned to my profile. Today, I listened to the 1993 album August and Everything After from Counting Crows. Now, I'm vaguely familiar with the Counting Crows. I have a handful of songs of theirs that I like. Uh, you know, much like everybody else, I like Accidentally in Love from the Shrek soundtrack. I also like their cover of Big Yellow Taxi. They have another album called This Desert Life that has Hanging Around and Miss Potter's Lullaby that I really love. But both of those songs are fantastic. And then from this album, the only one I've really liked is Mr. Jones, but I've not heard this album before today. So Mr. Jones and Round Here were the only two songs I was familiar with. Um, so I listened to this album today, and I gotta say, I just found it extremely boring. I'm sorry, that's the only word I can think of. Mr. Jones is buried at the third track of the album. I mean, that song with the number two on the top 40 chart. Why did you bury that at number three on the track list? You should have opened that album with that song. I mean, I don't know why, but that's what they chose to do. Man, just a lot of songs that were just skippable. Just didn't connect with any of them. I thought they were just a little, I don't know, maybe vanilla and boring. The little bit of Saving Grace was the final track on the album called A Murder of One. I really like that one. But outside of Mr. Jones and that song, the album was just kind of skippable for me. However, as I have with every other album I've listened to on this list, while I'm listening to it, I go do some research and about reading about the band and the album just to get some background. And while I was doing that for the Counting Crows, I found an article from 2008 in Men's Health magazine that was written by Adam Duritz, the lead singer of the band, where he just gets really honest and open and transparent about his mental health struggles, especially in the early to mid 2000s. And mental health is a topic that's very near and dear to me because there are several people in my family that struggle with mental health. And so I read the article and listened to him just get honest and open about his struggles, his specific struggles with his mental health, and how the steps he took and the work it took to overcome those at that point, and then continuing on. But in that article, he talks about a double album that they put out in 2008 called Saturday Nights and Sunday Mornings. And it's basically an album about his mental health and his struggle with mental health. And he's very, so I went looking for that, fell down that rabbit hole and looked for that. He's very passionate about this album. He's very proud of it. And so, although this album, August and Everything After, didn't work out for me as far as a listening, I'm going to go check out Saturday Nights and Sunday Mornings just to, to check it out because he talked about it so passionately, and because, in some way, that's not a tangible way, but some way it's supporting his efforts to put mental health struggles out in the mainstream, which is something he mentions in the article too, about being more open about it and people talking about it more, which is something I've championed in the past as well. So I'm going to check out that album just because of that connection. So it's not all bleak for Counting Crows fans. I'm sorry I didn't like this one, but I'm going to check out the other one. As far as recommending August and Everything After, I mean, if you like Mr. Jones, I have that on a couple playlists. I'm not a huge fan around here. So I probably won't listen to this album again. And I mean, you can go check it out if you want to. Let me know what you think if you do, but I probably won't check it out again. Counting Crows fans, if you want to get mad at me for calling it boring, I'll take your heat. Go ahead and give it to me. But with that said, I will be checking out Saturday nights and Sunday mornings just because I was excited about the things I read about that album. So I'm going to check that out and maybe I'll report back.